I believe today's May 29th. So I had the surgery December 27th, 2021, meeting only in a 1 month period with this ENT, which we agreed on a concha bullosa after he tried to push me for a septoplasty. He ended up doing ethmoidectomy, maxillary antrostomy, huge. He told me he just did a little bit, huge. He said he went up and cut somewhere right up back here, behind here, my septum, and removed that so he could get up into my frontal sinuses, which he cut huge, right by a brain tumor that I was trying to go in to clean the infection up, not clean it up, but antibiotic. And just get an antibiotic, I knew I had the infection. So I've told this story a bunch. I don't know how he got around all this without having to prove anything to the insurance company. It's because they do have an affiliation with the insurance. They're all bought in down here in St. George in southern Utah. Utah is criminal activity with the church and the state here. It's horrendous to see how bad it is. But along the line of all these ENTs are corrupt. We all know that. They don't have to adhere to the same, standards of real surgeons and neurosurgeons and neck surgeons. And they have no business being up in behind our brains in the skull base. I'm shocked what's happened to me. Ethmoidectomy, antrostomy, septoplasty. On top of it, he shrunk my middle turbinates. Nothing was wrong with my breathing. I wasn't swollen or anything from that. It was all inflamed around all the mucosa lining throughout your face. We have mucosa all around, everywhere. He went up with the microbrider after he trimmed down my middle turbinates. He was told not to trim down my middle turbinates. And then he went around and said he was cleaning up the edges with that microbrider on an open infection and cutting it in and just taking down all my mucosa lining through my face. That's why I'm having, I wouldn't say rough or go. I don't know. We're all in bad shape here when we're on here. So the first doctor after him I went to see was a doctor named Dr. Pearson in Cedar City, Utah, 45 minutes. And he was playing just stupid and aloof. And then he tried to convince me while I'm in there crying and saying something's wrong with my nose. It's infected. It's coming out discolored. Trying to give me a CPAP machine because I said I'd started to have breathing problems. I know he called after I left there and called Southern Utah Ear, Nose, and Throat if I could get a really good private investigator. I just have no money. But this is 4.5 years. But what they've done is also, it's intentional and it is fraudulent. What they've done all the way around, changing paperwork and doing this. Wish I could go on with all these stories that I found out about these people. So I go to him and he's telling me I can't open the CT scans. It looks like